What's up, folks? How is everybody doing? What's up, Carlos? Kate, my lord? Oh, he's like, give me that Savage Land rogue. Lord Brownie, do you want me to show everybody what you got from San Diego Comic-Con, or do you want me to keep it a secret? Hello, Crystal, Juan, and Baby Rhea, the very near birthday girl.
Set your heart ablaze.
Like a donut? What up, BK?
Burger King?
That's right.
Oh. BKS.
All right, so get out of here, Kaiju. That's gonna for now. So again, red card. Hey, actually, green card. Then say hello to everybody, and then we go.
Hi.
Okay, red card.
No.
Listen, folks. I have a lot to talk about. I have a new project to launch. Oh, I have various announcements to make. Once I get through that work, I am going to tell everybody exactly how I felt about San Diego Comic-Con in detail. Lots and lots of detail. This would have been a great show to not have Jimmy around so that I can have a drink or three. All right. Well, this camera's not going to help. Because this is just everything's full. First thing I need to do is I need to do the randoming for Signed Certified. What up, Durbit? How are you doing? Any Labubu's? Nope. Jimmy got one. Mrs. the Breaker got one, and I never have to hear about him ever again.
It's actually pronounced L-A-B-U-B-U-S. Labubu's. It's not boo-oo-oo. It's not L-U-B-U-B-O-O. It's L-B-U-B-U. Sorry. L-A-B-U-B-U-S.
We know, honey. Thank you, though.
I know.
Have your sour stuff.
No.
Okay, then get out of here.
We're fine. Get your heart ablaze.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so I am going to need Crystal. Crystal, I need a number 1 through 10. Lord Brownie, my lord. Top or bottom? 5.
I'm a Hashira.
Boy, Carlos and Crystal want top. Meatball sliders. All right, we'll do top. 1, 2. There's no way that I can really show you because everything is so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this one. We'll use this color. That 10 is ugly. All right, they're numbered. Oh, I have to number these because we've already sold a few of them. And other things. You can have all of them. Those are for you. But I want that cutter back. I don't want you playing with this. You don't need anything.
How about this?
No, you don't need anything.
No.
You can have this.
Why?
Because that's all I'm giving you.
Okay. I don't even know. Oh, what should I draw?
All right, 7 times. Let's do it. What's going on, KDLA? How are you doing? Squire Jimmy the Bean. That is him.
Guys, what should I draw?
K-Day, we are just, we're going to open up some comic books. Going to get some original art by Mr. Gonzalez. About to have a good time.
Oh my god, I know
Just in time.
exactly what to draw.
All right, my lord, you got number 8. Carlos, you got number 4. Out in the yard, picking up apricots. Ha ha ha. Good old apricots. I need more apricots and peaches and things in my life. I don't eat nearly enough fruit. I actually am supposed to keep my fruit, like, moderate because of the sugar. Because I got the sugar. You know, my lord, I really love this color purple. It is such a, I mean, in person it's so much better. Draw a theme park with lots of rides and a mascot and food carts.
Okay, who said that for me to draw?
Katie.
Okay. I'll try my best.
Hey man, that's all you can do.
I am gonna give something to Lord Brownie.
Oh.
Get it? A brownie, and it's...
Show them.
Lord Brownie, it's just a brownie, and it's a king. It's you as a brownie, and you are wearing a...
I think we got the next...
Because you're a lord.
We got the next Basquiat in our midst.
Fantastic! That's fantastic. Fantastic 4.
All right, speaking of, I actually need to let everybody know that there has been another change to the TMNT remaining spots. Oh, I need more space. That's what I need. I need more space. All right. right, the giveaway. I have a big forehead. I do. My forehead goes all the way back. That is 100% true. The giveaway is True Believers King in Black Beta Ray Bill, signed by Walt Simonson. It came back a lowly 9.6, so we have to give it away for free. I have replaced, when we get into the TMNT, I have replaced the red one. Instead of the red one, somebody will be getting the SDCC Pizza Party. Thanks, Doc. Appreciate the follow.
Who's Doc?
That is a person that is new and hanging out with us.
Hey, Doc.
This is the Pizza Party. This is a Mondo SDCC. It is numbered 86 out of 115.
And there, Katie, a random theme park with my little mascot friend. His name is George, and he's supposed to be a ghost.
All right, so buddy, I love you, but I have to work now. So red card, and let me work, please. Okay. Lord Brownie, you actually ended up first one. DCD Collects proudly presents Signed, Sealed, and Delivered. This is number 8 out of 10. My lord, you were looking for a Savage Rogue. I believe that's Car A. Andrews.
Are you going to use this?
No.
Can I borrow it?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
What up, Hellbolt? Love you, man. All right. Let's see if he calls his shot. Oh, it's going to be the Deadpool. This is, listen, I don't agree with this, but it is what it is. It actually says signed and sketched by Matthew Waite. Matthew Waite, the cover artist. The fact that he put the 2 little dots and the line to turn his typical 8 part of his signature into Deadpool is considered a sketch. Listen, whatever they want to put on there. So technically you got a signed and sketched. We could not put this in signed and sketched because I was like, no. We will put this in signed certified because, let's be honest, that's not much of a sketch. So you are getting a sketch in your signed. It's like a free bonus. Carlos is like, yeah, that's one of the books I was going for. Well, Carlos, if you hit the Savage Rogue, I bet you he would trade. I'm just throwing that out there. I thought you turned the 8 into boobies. Well, nope. Those eyeballs. What up, Scuba? How you doing, man? DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. That's a 4 out of 10, Carlos. Carlos, we know what you're looking for. He's like, get me that Venom. How about Batman? This is Batman 96. First appearance of, is it the Clown Killer? Clown Hunter. Now, the signature, however, that's James Tynion IV. If you Google James Tynion and what he has done for comic books, you will see that some of your favorite storylines and some of the more complicated storylines Artinian storylines. Speaking of Clown Hunter, his family was killed by the Joker. So this gentleman right here you see on the cover has turned into a vigilante to go after the Joker. And Batman, well, I should say he gets in Batman's way. Again, one of those complicated storylines. You know, I love seeing the ads on the back. Just at some of the stuff that was available and new and hot when these comics came out. Goodness gracious. I think the back of the other one was an M&M's ad. Now, Carlos, that's not the only thing you have. Eight. 18. Actually, these are not in order. I need to get these in order. How did I never order these? I know, it feels like I did just see you. James Tynion writing, "Something is killing the children and exquisite corpses" is amazing. James Tynion is a very high demand writer. He is awesome. He's so awesome he gets to put the 4 after his name and people actually include it. I know, it was a bit of a busy day. Now, Thomas has number 1. Carlos, you have lucky number 13. But since you are up currently, Carlos, we're going to jump right into yours. This envelope, I actually, as soon as I looked, I realized that was the one that I couldn't get closed. Fun. All right, Carlos. Boy, what's up with this? DCD Collects proudly presents Graded Metal with original artwork by Daniel Gonzalez. Inside every blind box is an original piece of Daniel Gonzalez art and a PSA graded Marvel Metal card. 13 of 20. What would you like first, the art or the card? And remember, there are 2 giveaways. 2 multi-$100 giveaways in this one. All right, the card. Somebody with a lot of strength. Iron Man. Not only is this Iron Man, this is the Silver Flasher alternate M variant. And that is going to be a mint 9. Get it? Anthony Stark. Iron Man. And your original, Uno de Uno, by Daniel Gonzalez, is this little nugget. We can. Oh, we can, as long as it's encased. And yes, these are all oil painted. right, there you go, man. Thomas, are you watching? Oh, you are welcome. Ow. Oh, while we wait, I have to unveil my San Diego Comic-Con badge now. I was only there for about a day and 4 hours. So Frey Tormenta and my good friend Sam Della Rosa were the only ones that got to sign my badge. Though I did go see Cat Staggs. I went and saw E.M. Gist. I saw Taylor Walpole. Those were brief hellos. That's the print I got. 14 of 50. And I got one of my graded books back. How about this little nugget? Signed by Sam Della Rosa and Mark Bagley. One of my favorite Venom covers ever. I love D&D. So that is going to be locked in the PC. I got to meet... What up, Dangle?
You just got dangled.
How are you doing? 3 new Roosevelt, Scuba. That was a hellacious line. Which leads me into my Comic-Con review. So, we got to San Diego. Please do. We got to San Diego on Friday night. Decided to pick up the badges at night so that we wouldn't have to do it early in the morning. We could beat the traffic and the foot traffic. A little drinky drink. I wish I could. Ended up stopping into the show for about an hour, hour and a half. Said hello to some people. It was a pretty cool vibe. And then we made plans for Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, we were like, all right, we need to hit up these people. We need to see these people, and we need to try to pick up a couple of items. I had a few people reach out to me and say, if I was in the area, pick something up for me, which I did. We always have a choice. Yeah, I'm not drinking with my son in the car. That's the choice I'm making, which I call the good choice. So Saturday, got there at like 10:30. Didn't need to rope drop anything. We found out that Patrick Ballesteros was releasing all of his, thanks to Scuba informing me, was releasing all of his on Sunday. So I knew I had to rope drop Sunday. And I was like, all right, I've got some money. Let's look at stuff to buy. A, for my birthday, and B, for DCD Collects. So, the first place I went to was Funko to look at the SDCC exclusive Pops and Mondo posters, because I love the Mondo posters. They're very well done. They have very good quality control, and I tend to enjoy. I bought one. I actually brought it with me to show you. I don't know if Scuba saw it. Hey, Jimmy, could you hand me the big poster?
I'm sorry, I can't right now.
Okay. I did not get Kat to draw me something. I actually ended up buying myself nothing. Mrs. the Breaker got this, though. This is the full-sized Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, numbered 198 out of 215. It's one of their big boys. So, they made 215 of those, and randomly inserted were 5 golden ticket posters, which were a gold foil version of that poster. How it worked was you asked, hey, I would like to buy the poster. You would pay for it. Then they would go out back and take the top one off of the pile. Why didn't anybody tell you? You were there, Scoobs. You were literally there. So we're like, how many you got left? They're like, we have 20. And actually it was 17. And I was like, how many golden tickets are left? They're like, 1. I was like, it's a little bit better than a 5% chance. Sure, if that's what you want, you can get that. So we paid for it, we got it, and the guy had a big smile on his face when he handed it to me. I have a feeling the next one was the gold one, because the other girl got really excited when he whispered something in her ear, which led me to believe that the very next one would have been the gold one. I would love to know if anybody is selling one of those on eBay. Let me take a look, because I can't imagine. It's got to be probably a $300-400 poster. No, but this poster is flooded in the market right now. Oh, it looks like they've done that before. We go by sold, so I can see if any of them have sold. Golden tickets. No, but this poster sells for between $135 and $175. So, I mean, I could easily double that.
So, do you know how people make like those little, you know how artists make like make those poster artworks. I made my own.
Okay, buddy. Show me.
No, I can wait.
Show me, honey.
Fantastic Four.
Wow. Jimmy, that's really good.
Just like how you artists do it.
It's a good job, man. Good job. I like it.
I actually worked hard.
I know you did. You did good.
Basically, because
Did you follow a video?
yeah.
Good
And
job.
I've on YouTube, and I've seen like how artists, you know, how they make something kind of like this.
Yeah.
Well, I made my own.
I love it.
Out of a pencil.
I like it.
And the arm looked a little bit like a wing because of
Like bingo wings?
yeah. So then notice how this is a little bit better than the other one. But I mean, the rest is
It's great.
good.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Fantastic Four movie that is coming out.
Did you see a movie yesterday?
Oh yeah, a Superman.
Now, don't tell anybody about it because not everyone has seen it. Did you like it?
Yes.
Was it how many stars?
1,000.
1,000 stars?
Wanna trade Jimmy? What type are we talking? What type?
If there was a golden ticket in it, what do you get besides a golden ticket? The golden ticket was the gold variant limited to 5 poster, which probably, now that I see these ones selling for $175, probably is a $500 to $600 poster. But I mean, the poster's cool, so I didn't care either way. Now Mondo, we had no problem at Mondo. Let me tell you, take this, buddy. I got to tell my story.
Yeah,
I got to do my job.
Carlos wants.
And we'll talk about that because I can call Carlos on the phone. What up, Money Mitch? Money Mitch, I have Thomas's box here. If you want to let him know. So I got to see Money Mitch, and listen, I'm not going to say more importantly, but I also got to see Mrs. Money Mitch. And I have to say, she is one of the coolest, most, like, she had a vibe, dude, and I mean this respectfully, homie. You know I love you. But man, your wife, dude, what a vibe. She is cool, man. She could hang. She's more than welcome to come hang out. She had a big smile on her face, was happy to be there, was just great. They brought me some Icelandic water. I went out to Ross and bought another one of these because Money Mitch gave me the hankering for them again. But it was great. She was fantastic. It was very good to see everybody. We took photos, and it was lovely. That was the bright spot. Money Mitch and Mrs. Money were the bright spot. I mean, Scuba, I know you're going to say something. Of course you are too. You did get some good stuff. Yeah. Some high quality H2O. It was a bad con for me. I was there on a pro badge, an industry badge. Of course I am what? I was on another webpage. Well, that's your fault. I was there on a pro badge. I was not, I was given a professional badge. And I was trying to get a couple of things. I wanted to get a Fuggler for James. I wanted to get a Bing Bong Funko Pop for one of my friends in the building I live at. And the San Diego Comic-Con was run horribly. let me... James, you cannot come in front of the camera again today, or else there will be a forfeiture of your playtime, okay? That's your final warning. So I am going to address this directly to the camera. San Diego Comic-Con was a gigantic disappointment in how it was run. The committee that does San Diego Comic-Con has reached a new low in how they handle human beings as people. It seemed as though there were even less places to sit and less chairs available than there were in years past. And for people like me, who have back issues and have young children with special needs, sitting on the floor is not a solution. And I understand they don't want to take up that precious money-generating floor space by non-money-generating chairs. But there are people with certain needs, and you are not fulfilling them. Not only was there a lack of places to sit, when you were required to sit on the floor, there were signs saying you couldn't sit on the floor or lean against the wall. Now, I understand fire code. I know because I have written egress forms for 7,000 person buildings. Now, I know you're in a 150,000 person building, but I am aware of fire code, and I understand how they work, and I know exactly what you can and cannot do. However, the lack of chairs and the lack of places for families to rest was absolutely unacceptable. Let's talk about Artist Alley. Shame on you. Shame. If I'm not mistaken, Comic-Con, the comic part comes from comic books. And there are no comic books without creators, artists, writers, what have you. Giving an artist a 4-foot by 2-foot collapsible table and 2 chairs and putting them about 6 feet across from each other makes it nearly impossible to visit the artist at the end of the row. Because yes, you had the rows butting up against the wall. If somebody is talking to an artist on this side and someone else is talking to an artist on this side, a person cannot go through the middle. I was stuck, thankfully, in front of Kai's booth, but unable to exit because the people at the end had people that were buying items. Thankfully, the artist behind him I also recognized because, you know, I go to multiple cons per year for the last multiple years. And I said, hey, I'm going to cut through. Are you cool? Like, oh, DC. Absolutely, man. How are you? I'm great. Carry on. Outside. Money Mitch had to go outside, sit on the curb. They had a whole ADA section, but it was 20 tables, maybe 8 seats per table, if that. It's a 4x2. Now listen, you managed to put, and I'm still talking to the powers that be at San Diego, you managed to put all of these artists in this crammed area, charging them way more money than you should, instead of celebrating the artists and the creators that gave you a con in the first place. But instead, they're pushed all the way against the wall of Hall H, in essence. Yes, the loudest hall in the entire building. It was near impossible to have a conversation while people were cheering about the movies and shows that were being premiered on the other side of that wall. That is absolutely disgraceful. I got an idea. How about you put the loud multi-square foot companies next to that wall, since their noise is going to drown it out. I need to let you know, the money grabbing has not gone unnoticed. Let's talk about how the people were treated now. I am 45 years old. I grew up when you buy something, you look at the product. Now, I understand it is a modern electronic age, and people shop on the internet. Hell, I shop on the internet. But there's certain things that I want to see with my own eyes before I purchase, especially if they're in limited supply. I stood in front of the Funko booth for a moment. I walked up, I started looking at what was available. I was instantly told by an usher that I needed to keep moving. I told the usher, I just want to see what's available so I know what to get. And they told me, well, you have to move. There's a QR code on the side of the wall that has our menu. I don't want to look at the QR code. I don't want to look at my phone. I want to look at the product I'm about to spend my money on. And I told him such. I don't want to look at my phone. I want to look at the actual product to see what they are. And they said, well, you can't stand here. You need to keep moving. Cool. I did not purchase any Funkos. Now, yes, I am aware Mondo is owned by Funko. I get that. The Mondo person, seeing this happen, actually said, hey, there's no line over here if you want to look. And that literally led us to buying not one, but 2 Mondo posters. I could not believe that I was not allowed to stand and look at an item that was for sale. You spend tens of thousands of dollars to build your booth, and no one is allowed to stand in front of them. You needed to queue in a line. Let's talk about the lines. I was told that to prevent people from running in the hall and having a first come, first serve basis, they were doing everything via lottery. And that lottery would give you a time slot to line up, and when you lined up in that time slot, they would give you a ticket, and that ticket would allow you to buy. One problem. If you're a professional, you don't have access to the lottery. It is only for tickets for the general public. So I was unable to secure anything that was exclusive. They said come back at 2:30 and you can have whatever's left over. I said, okay. I came back at 2:30. The line was capped. So I said, great. Let me step aside, because I'm not allowed to stand in front of the booth. Let me step aside against the wall and try to figure out with my family what we're going to do next, since we are not getting what we wanted. So after the line was capped, I stood at the back of the line and I said, all right, where are we going to go next? A gentleman who was standing in the line said, hey, this is the line for Ashley Eckstein. They haven't capped it yet. And I was like, I will wait in this line, because I always love Ashley Eckstein. She's a great human being. And as we were waiting in Ashley Eckstein's line, somebody from Funko said we had to move. Why do we have to move? You can't stand here. The line is capped. Okay, buddy. I'm not in your line. What line are you in? I am in Ashley Eckstein's line. Do you have a ticket? This is where I lost my patience, because I did indeed have that ticket, because Ashley's rep had brought everybody in line their ticket already. I showed him the ticket, and I told him to kick rocks and never talk to me again. I was through with Funko. Now, listen. Funko will make a statement, oh, those are temporary employees. They are brought on by the con wearing a Funko polo. They are not indicative of how the persons of Funko behave and are trained to be. I don't care. you're responsible for them. Even if they're part-time temporary people, Funko, you're responsible for them. And if you can't hire people that are going to have basic human decency, then I don't want to go to your headquarters in Hollywood anymore and spend a few $100s every time I go. As a matter of fact, I've deleted my Funko account. If I want a Mondo poster, I'll pick up a Mondo poster. Yes, I know, again, it's the same company, I get that. But I will never purchase one of those little plastic guys ever again, whether it is to be signed or not. So, after about an hour of waiting in Ashley Eckstein line, the line didn't move. We decided just to venture forth, handed our tickets to people that wanted them, and we moved on. I then went, what up, Pando? I then went to UCC. Now, UCC is a distributor. I happen to recognize one of the people working the booth as somebody that I've seen at numerous cons. So I started chatting with her. I said, hey, I would like to know what is going on with the line queues, with people not allowed to get tickets, and with people saying I can't stand in front of the booth and look at the products. She said that the companies were told if people were crowding in front of the booths, those booths would be fined. I'm going to say that again. If there's too big of a crowd in front of the booth and the line is not being managed, they will be fined money. Let that sink in. You spend your entire life developing a product. You finally get enough people to love that product that there are a bunch of people at your booth, and you need to stick them in a single file curving line because they're going to fine you money if they are standing in front of your booth buying stuff. Oh, they did, Dangle, because how they do it is they fine you at the end of the, all they do is they have one of the supervisors walks by, sees there are people standing in front. They don't tell you anything. You simply get a bill at the end of the con, and your stuff is not released until your bill is paid. You are not allowed to sign up for the next year until your bill is paid. Yeah. Everywhere we went, people were yelling, people were rude. The staff of, the general staff, including security, were just ruthless and power tripping. I have spoke to Doug. I have spoke to Trevor. We will not be doing San Diego Comic-Con again. We will not go as representatives. We will not go as buyers. This, for all intents and purposes, is the last San Diego Comic-Con that we will be doing. That also includes me. I personally will not be going to San Diego Comic-Con even as an invited guest. Now, WonderCon and Comic-Con are the same company. We do regularly go to WonderCon. And I will tell you this right now, if WonderCon turns into San Diego Comic-Con, I will request that that is removed from our con schedule as well. These problems do not happen at LA Comic-Con. These do not happen at Comic-Con Revolution. These seem to be inherent with San Diego. Yeah. We are no longer doing San Diego. That has completely been removed from the radar. And I get it. To touch on what Dangle was saying, I get it. Scalpers. I understand that. One per person. Completely understand that. I get it. But they've already worked around it. How did they work around it? There was a gentleman in the UCC line with 10 paid badges around his neck, each one with the name of a different employee. When he got to the front of the line, near the front of the line, he made a phone call and said, all right, let's go. And all of his people took the badges. Now, I will give this guy credit because I talked to the guy behind him. I was like, are you just going to let him do that? He said, no, he told me ahead of time that he's got 10 people that has waiting. So much for scalpers not getting it. Yes, that guy was definitely a reseller because there was obviously cahoots. But yeah, so now they're just going to buy 10 badges and get 10 spots in line and continue to scalp and flip. As we exited the con on Sunday, by the way, I was at the con on Sunday for 3 hours. I was so sick of the con that I actually left. I did not even finish. Sunday is usually the biggest day where we buy. We tell people, hey, what we want to buy in bulk, let's get 15 pieces. Let's do this. Hey, how many of those do you have left? What if we buy all of them? We didn't even wait. I just left. I said, I'm not even going to do that. It's over. And when I got outside, waiting for the Uber was a gentleman and 2 young ladies that had no less than a dozen bags filled with Hasbro, Lego, and other items in duplicate, triplicate, and cases. So it is not stopping anybody but the person that is actually in the industry. I was punished because I'm a professional in the industry, because I was part of a panel. And because I'm in the industry, I am not allowed to buy anything? What if all of the industry people decided they didn't want to help San Diego anymore? That sounds like a bit of a problem. Small booths were nice. The independent people were nice. Those people, Frey Tormenta's people, were nice, although I feel like Frey Tormenta is in a late stage Stan Lee situation. I almost felt like the Frey Tormenta autograph session was elder abuse because the man was, it was kind of sad. And I felt bad getting the signature. Did I get the signature? I did. I got the signature. I got the signed print because I respect who that man was and what he did for all of those children. And that is a role model. But when I got close enough for it to be my turn to get my signature, every time he picked up a pen, they would point for him where to sign. He did not seem coherent for photographs. When he got there, he sat down with a smile on his face, ready to sign in his plain clothes, and they told him he had to get in his mask and everything. And he didn't seem to really want to get in the Frey Tormenta persona, but he did it, and then started signing. It was a little sad, and I felt a little bad. I got to meet Ray Park right afterwards. By the way, Ray Park, oh my goodness, I wish I could be as physically fit as that man when I am his age.
Wait, Daddy.
Yeah.
Did you meet him?
No.
Oh. By the way, I have a couple of stuff for them and a random poster that's the signature of mine.
Okay, honey.
All for free. So I'm just gonna put this on this side, and then I'll put the good ones there.
Thanks, buddy.
And then for a poster for a random a signature if anyone wants a signature.
Mm-hmm. You gonna watch your show or play your game?
I am, but
Okay.
it's just I'm hoping for you to open it on camera. At least if you want to.
What did we discuss?
Fine. Goodbye. Love you. Or not.
Met Rob Paulson twice. I did see that. But yeah, it was... Put it this way. I had a free hotel. I had a pro pass to get in. Even with everything being free, I still would never do it again. That is how strongly I feel about how poorly it was managed. I hope somebody sees this video, because I would love to go into greater detail, a little less filtered detail, of how horrendous the show was, which they no doubt had proclaimed a success. But I am not the only one that complained. As a matter of fact, if you Google San Diego Comic-Con 2025 was terrible, or worst San Diego Comic-Con ever, Reddit already agrees with me, and there are quite a few disparaging statements on multiple platforms about how poorly run San Diego Comic-Con 2025 was. Don't take my word for it. Go ahead, Google it yourself. Take a look. I am just one of the many voices that are speaking out about it. That's right. The best part was seeing all of you. All right. I got some stuff to open. Money Mitch, if I open Thomas's, will you be able to tell him, or should I wait for him? I know he's not a social media person. He begrudgingly comes here to see me. My lord is like, what are friends? I am a lord. I just simply buy people to work my land and give me a tithe.
I'm his squire.
You are.
And I will protect you, my lord, with a lifesaver.
Do you know that had a giant squash spider on it, and that's why it was in the garbage? Which is probably all over your hands. Yeah, I don't know why you're digging around the garbage. Because I have told you multiple times not to dig through the garbage. Yeah. Go get the keys, go wash your hands now. Oy vey. Spider! Yeah, I know. Thankfully, none of his family members have come to avenge his death. That was one of my concerns. Is there was going to be a fatwa of the spider fatwa. I don't think I used that word right. Yeah, it's not a fatwa. That's incorrect, because that is only Islamic, and that's not what I meant at all. What's the word I'm looking for? Somebody knows. Hey, there's Thomas. What's up, man? What is the blood the blood vengeance thing? Whoopsh. Thomas! Thomas, I missed you at the con. But this is yours. DCD Collects proudly presents Graded Metal. It's original artwork by Daniel Gonzalez and a graded card. Thomas, do you have any particular one you want to see come out of this envelope? And do you want the art first or the card first? I will tell you, Sunday night I went home and slept 11 hours. No exaggeration. I slept from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. Money Mitch is pretty awesome. Referencing Scuba's statement up top. Good to go. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good
Oh, okay. All right, let's see what's inside. Somebody speed-based.
Wait, I can see it.
Somebody speed-based.
My favorite person.
Oh, Namor. All right, I'm not going to lie, Thomas.
It's the guy from Marvel Rivals.
I'm not going to lie. I really want this card. Oh, man. That is a mini masterpiece right there. This is... I have to... If memory serves me correctly, this is my favorite card of the run. There is a close second. This is so unbelievably good. And I'm a Navy guy, so I'm partial. Das Kraken. I mean, I'm kind of partial. A little bit. A little bit. How awesome is that? I could see this blown up and refined and turned into an actual cover. There you go, man. I may reach out to you for a trade. I may have to reach out and give you a nice trade, Thomas. Congratulations. Oh, speaking of Venom, Carlos, I think you like Venom. Check out this Adi Granov I picked up. How dope is that bad boy? I also got a little something for Doug. Don't tell him, it's a surprise. Tell me that's not so sick. He's like, trade. I don't know, man. That was, I think, besides the Frey Tormenta, I think that's the only thing I actually bought myself. Jimmy, did I buy anything for myself at the con?
I think you did.
What'd I buy? I bought you and Mommy a Labubu. I bought you a K-pop Demon Hunter poster from Cat Stags.
K-pop Demon Hunter. Where is it?
Yep. Oh yeah, I got this little piece of original art.
For me?
If that goes missing, you may want to search my home first. I mean, invite me over, I'll go. I heard the view is nice. But I want the cookie? Mom wanted the Mondo poster. She got the Mondo poster. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I bought myself. any Speed Racer fans? Anybody like, will Mel sell you the Wonka? Go on eBay. I can handle this one. This one got damaged. Has anybody seen this yet? Oh, baby. It is official. DCD Collects. Exclusive. Number to only 50. This one had a mishap. So I can handle this one. But let me ask you this. Did you see these? DCD Collects Color Scheme. Wraparound sketch covers. Limited to 50 copies on the planet. In our DCD Collects colors. Booyah. It's very nice. This is very nice. Oh, my. Oh, Mr. Young. Mr. Young, hello there. Good day, sir. Mr. Young knows the goods. Number 10. Where is number 10? Really should get these in order. Reminds me I have to update the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing now with the new stuff that I've added. All right, Mr. Young. DCD Collects proudly presents Graded Metal, original artwork by the Daniel Gonzalez, featuring a graded PSA Marvel Metal card and a shot at a Gem Mint 10 Iceman, amongst other giveaways. Mr. Young, you drew number 10 of 20. This is the 9th. We are just under halfway sold out. It's a fighter. Hey, look. There I am. I'm right there. Captain America is a fighter. That is a Mint 9 Silver Flasher. Look at all those pouches. Deadpool would approve. Oh, it is an Australian variant. Shout out to my Aussie fam. What up, Joe? What up, Ninja? How you doing, Ringa? Oh, man. What is up, dude? Oh. There you go. Mr. Young, you got the captain. With all the crazy big figures? No, I didn't. Hey, look, there's the 2 giveaways. So this actually reminds me, I want to talk about TMNT a little bit. There are 5 left. What is inside of TMNT is a little bit changed. As a matter of fact, ahoy, ahoy, Sapuros! I'm gonna probably change it right now while I'm on the fly. I need to let all of you know what is left in TMNT because it has changed. So 115? It is 115. All right. The one with the full-sized figures or the half-scale ones? I did not. I was only there for a day and like 3 hours. So I didn't even get to... I was so fed up that I didn't even go to the rest of the floor. So, TMNT, you can use this video as a reference. There are 5 left. The items in each, in addition to artwork, are as follows. The TMNT Pizza Party Mondo poster, out of 115, has been added. Now, this is the only Night Watcher Mikey left in orange. That is item 2. Item 3, Tone Rodriguez, the legend himself, signed and remarked. Virgin variant. The 4th item is TMNT number 9, signed and remarked by Kevin Eastman from 1986. And the last one is The Last Ronin, signed and sketched by Ben Bishop. Scuba's like, you added what? I did. I added some stuff. Yes. Ben was there, and I heard he was pretty chill. Scuba, you got the deuce. Give me that poster. I'm going to do my best. All right, let me, just in case, let me pull up random.org in case we blow through these.
Okay, I pull up.
That's right.
Okay, I pull up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know it's coming out. It's coming out.
DCD Collects proudly presents Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. Original art by Don Ho and Victor Moya. 2 out of 10. Scuba! Scuba's like, I want the poster. Don Ho! That's a great start. Oh, that's a bad, bad man right there. And then this is the red one, which means Scuba. You got the poster. Ask and ye shall receive. Look at you, Scuba. Congratulations. Scoobs. Right off the get. One and done. One and done. That is how we do it. That worked out. I grabbed that at random, which is hilarious. I was like, oh, let's keep the orange one in there because Michelangelo's traditional color is orange. So now, it's the orange, the Last Ronin, the Tone, and the Eastman. Those are the 4. That reminds me, Dangle, I gotta make the video. I gotta make the video for the votes this week. Mr. Young says, wait, you have what? I do have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, that was over half. That was 6 out of 10, bud. Sorry. Missed it by 1. But more importantly, folks, this is something you're going to need to see. Because this just got really spicy. The giveaway. It's over there. The historic giveaway. For those who don't remember, this is a Victor Moya Last Ronin. This is the original box from the first ever TMNT run we did 3 years ago, featuring a Bing Fuchsius original Ronin. And all of the subsequent stickers, headbands, and original packs that were in that original box, and a 25-26 Bish art poster, or calendar, excuse me. So a pretty nostalgic giveaway. Number 7, number 9, Mr. Young. Mr. Young, anything you want specifically? Thanks, buddy. Oh, you just, no, just let it rip. Sapuros, you missed me letting it rip on how bad it was. But in summation, we are not doing a San Diego ever again. It was that bad. DCD Collects proudly presents Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the third. Original art by Don Ho and Victor Moya. 9 of 10, Mr. Young. Sit back, relax, let's rip it. Don Ho! It's Mikey with some pizza. That looks like plain old pepperoni. I don't see any stink bugs on that one. No, Sapporo's, it has turned into late stage capitalism, and not in a good way. All right, what is coming up with your awesome Mikey? Oh, there it is. The last Michelangelo. What's the best tanking slogan? Let's go Buffalo, ain't that the truth? Mr. Young, congratulations! That is an original Night Stalker Michelangelo, signed and remarked by Ben Bishop. Yeah, Sapporos, lots of yelling, lots of illegal line. Yeah, it was awful. It was tremendously terrible. And of course, Ben Bishop worked on Last Ronin as well. That is the last one we have in orange, I believe. I think there's only 2 left. The Sculptor, Steve Mazurek. No. Gurjeet Singh and Kushwara Studios. I'm sorry. Gurjeet Singh of Kushwara Studios. All right, Mr. Young, that is one. Here's another. The remaining items, the last 3 items, are the signed and sketched Kevin Eastman. The Tone Rodriguez signed and remarked Virgin variant. And the black and white Last Ronin, signed and remarked by Ben Bishop. DCD Collects proudly presents Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the Third. Original art by Don Ho and Victor Moya. 7 out of 10, Mr. Young. Let's do it! Another Don Ho. Oh, Donatello. I really like how he did the skin in the shell. Oh my goodness. And you can see the months and weeks tearing at that tape. So well done. So well done. And there it is. Back-to-back figures. Last Ronin. Ben Bishop. Black and white sketch variant. Yeah, the only things that are left are the graded, signed and sketched Eastman, TMNT number 9, and the Tone Rodriguez, signed sketch Virgin variant. The last 2 figures are now in Mr. Young's collection. Now, we have figures, like, in-house, but we're probably not going to include those in any future TMNT things. We'll probably just liquidate the last 3. Though we do have 2 Casey Jones we got to figure out what to do with. One that is numbered to 5 and one that is just awesome. So that's it. The last 2 hits, Tone Rodriguez, Kevin Eastman. Oh. Ow. I feel like that was a lot of talking. Yeah, Saporos, we're not doing any more San Diegos. We understand that WonderCon is also the San Diego people, but we're going to give this upcoming WonderCon the benefit of the doubt, assuming they're going to learn from what happened. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I just have gentle conversations with Jimmy on the way home. You got an artist alley booth at WonderCon next year? Hopefully it's bigger than a 4x2. Hopefully it's a 6x2. Or a 6x3. Or whatever the standard is. Baseball? Absolutely not. There is no baseball. You told an exterior guide, yeah. Yeah, they were turds. They were, so I was walking by the tent out front, and the tent out front is where the security was checking in. They were literally volunteers. They were volunteering for free tickets. The blue shirt, the yellow shirts were guard card. They were actual security. The blue shirts were volunteers. Gotta step away for a minute, but if anyone wants to buy one of the last 2, I will pick up the last one. Well, there you go. 8x6? Yeah, okay. 8x6 is good. Well, it's sold out. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap on TMNT 3. We've got a giveaway. Oh, no, let's not think about back surgery, bud. Let's pretend it's not going to happen. Let's pretend in miracles. It's happening. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm supposed to, but I just... Are you getting fusion or are you getting, like, brackets? Neuro. Okay, yeah, that's yeah, that's at least the good stuff. I'm screwed. Like they have to fuse 4 vertebrae, and it doesn't look like they're going to pay for the bracketing system, which would at least allow me to move. And at my age, I'll just be having surgery every 5 years to fuse more and more. So I make light of how bad my back is, but I'm going to be in a wheelchair. He always had, just like Ozzy had a choice. He made his. All right, my lord. We already know what you're gonna get. L1 through 5 fused. I had to open my stomach to remove all the old stuff, put in the rods, flip me over and open the back to add the screws and plates. Well, I mean, at least it sounds like a good time. DCD Collects proudly presents Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the third. Original artwork by Don Ho and Victor Moya, number 1 out of 10, my lord. We already know what's going to be in here. The question is, what the art look like? Oh, I must have forgot to mention. Yes, there's a twofer. Victor Moya, Bebop, and Rocksteady.
What are you doing?
I'm showing them cards, bud.
No, this stupid guy.
Oh, okay.
He keeps shooting me.
Well, is it a shooting game?
No, he's killing me like he's giving me punches.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
No, I can't lose to this person. Come on. No. Come on.
Durbit sung a song about how they had to remove your organs and put them by your head in order to get to your spine. Listen, I have an anterior limbic fracture. They will have to dig through my stuff to pull that piece of bone out too. I don't want to get in there. I don't want to get in. I don't want to talk about it. It's the Bebop. Rocksteady, excuse me. Yeah, Rocksteady. It's the Rocksteady Remark. I had a brain fart. I can pull both of these items over. Maybe Durbit will sing the song for you. Hey, listen, I'm down. I like people's musical talents. This is a Tone Rodriguez. Signed and remarked. Virgin variant. See, there's a signature. Tone.
Oh, I can't wait. This king buddy is powerful.
But do you have an interior crocodile alligator? Nope. So there you go. 2 pieces of art and a signed and remarked comic. Well, look at this. This is actually this gentleman, Loop. What is his first name? Kate and BK, you saw him. We were actually chatting with him when you were with us. I forgot he had one. He should have been put on the cover. Look at that. His name isn't Jack. It's a unique first name. But he's an artist we're going to be working with in the near future. And of course, the TMNT number 9 signed and sketched Eastman. Luke. I am your father. Luke Loop.
What should I type?
For what, honey?
For a Roblox.
What do you want? You want me to tell you what to play in Roblox?
Like, just tell me.
Demon Slayer.
Are you sure? So you want me to type that
Or
and
K-pop Demon Hunter. See if somebody built a K-pop Demon Hunter game yet.
A lot of people actually did.
Well, there you go. There you go, man. That's a good one. Lots and lots of goodies. We have his business card. Thomas is like, oh, that's nice. It is nice. We have his business card. Yeah, Loop. I can't remember his first name. All right. We have a giveaway, folks.
It's a trap!
It is a trap. Lord Brownie's like, Thomas, I am still interested in your Vic TMNT card you pulled last week. All right, here we go. There are 10 names. 7 times whoever's on top gets the goodies. Good luck, everybody. Survey says... Money Mitch! It only takes one 10% chance, and he's a wiener. Look at you, Money Mitch. Hey now. Is he rigged? Like, I won! I won! Yay! So there you go, man. You have a Victor Moya, Last Ronin. You have a Bing, Last Ronin. You have a Last Ronin headband. You have some stickers and a pin. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that pin is made from actual comic book. And then not 1, not 2, but 3 TMNT second series original sealed vintage wax packs. There you go. 1990, baby. I was 10. Don't eat the gum. It has gum. Do not eat the gum. You also get a nice calendar. Opened right up to August for you. Was this guy eating poo? Why does this guy have poo on his face? Oh, it's chocolate. That's a s'more. Thought he had poo.
I like poo.
Can I have some more? Jevin, thank you. Jevin Loop. I'm sorry, Jevin. Forgive me. Listen, I'd imagine you get this all the time. Hopefully I'm not insulting you. If you don't, I mean, people get my name wrong, and it's just 2 letters. DC. So, I'm sorry, Jevin. Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh. Oy vey. I now actually have enough room that I can get all of the metal in the right order now. So let me do that. Get some of this mess off my desk. I shouldn't say off my desk. I should say get some of the clutter straightened up. There we go. Oh yeah. 1911. '18, 17, 2, 4, 20, 3, 19, 11. There it is. Oh, you mean this one right here? You mean this? Oh. Delicious. Some of that Big League Chew. Thanks, Scoobs. No, they just don't know my name is DC. Like, they see me like, oh my God. And I'm like, DC, like the comics? And actually, still going. I took a good pinch, though. Pee-pee. Well. Actually, they must have improved the formula because the flavor's still there. Oh, I mean, sure, Dangle. I guess so. Well, all right, Dangle says we're done, folks. Let me see if there's anybody to raid. Okay, bye.
Okay, no.
He's like, well, I definitely did not say that. It was just a question. No, actually, I have to get rid of the gum because I have to say some stuff. I don't, with all of the fake cards and fake sports autographs out there, I don't think we're really going to be doing that. Doug's at the National right now. Doug's at the National, so we'll let Doug come back and report on the state of sports card collecting. Oh my goodness, Dangle, that's what you... Yes! No, man, you could have just said that, dude. I'm dumb as sticks. How am I feeling? Oh, we gotta go. No, wait. Yeah, well. We'll go Nomar. We'll go Nomar. And it said the Breaker? That's great. Who is DC from DCD Collects? The Breaker. That's awesome. All right, folks, I need to tell you a little story. And then I got to tell you about a project that's coming up. All right, I was wondering why I keep talking about baseball. I was like, what the heck? Why does he keep talking about baseball? Dangle and I made a little wager, a fun wager. This was just for giggles. When we were watching last week, when we were watching sumo, I was texting Dangle afterwards, and we were talking about the wrestlers that were on screen, and he's like, all right, man, let's do a gentlemanly wager. Who do you got, left or right? And I was like, I didn't know who those wrestlers were. Like, I got the guy on the right. He's like, all right, I'll take the left. I'll bet you a can of cards. Is what it ended up being. I won't get into the full negotiations of what he really wanted me to do on camera. And I was like, sure, bet. And the moment I said right, the right guy lost. So this is a Pinnacle 98 featuring Nomar Garciaparra, the AL Rookie of the Year for 1998. So congratulations, Dangle, you won a can of cards. Let's get something nice. Ooh, JA17, I like it already. Robbie Ventura. Here's a fun fact. The city of Ventura, California is not named after Robin Ventura. Jared Wright, not related to the Wright brothers. Oh, I picked the right one. There he is. Dude. Congratulations! But I like the sharp edges, Kate. There we go, Dangle. You got yourself a Griff. Oh, look at this. Mark McGuire. Yeah, Panda's like, yes, give me more. Tino. What up, Tino? Bags. Oh, we had Sammy and McGuire in the same can. Roger, wow, how many cheaters can you get in one can? Jumpy. There you go, homie. The can needs to be tested for peds, right? That's pre-juice Giambi. Yeah, but I mean, out of that can of cards, how many of those guys were juicers? Three, four juices in one can. We had a full Hawaiian punch inside. There was so many different juices in there. It was a Hawaiian punch. There you go, buddy. Congratulations, man. There you go. You deserve it. You beat me at my own game. Oh. All right, announcement time. Paul Maitland is working on a very high-end, I shouldn't say is, has been working on a very high-end project for each and every one of you. Listen to me when I say this is a collector's dream. We're going to call it Icons on Canvas. These are, if I'm not mistaken, 9x12 stretched canvas oil paintings featuring some of the most iconic people in history. And by that I mean movie and TV history. This is a fine art break. We had a lot of really good discussions. They are very nice. We had some back and forth discussions, and Paul Maitland, ever the wonderful gentleman, is allowing us to bring these to you at a really great deal. Something like this, he would typically charge $300 for. We are going to do it for $249.99, and let me show you some of the pieces he has sent me. I have worked with him on this project. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say I spearheaded this project, but I had a lot of input on this project. You will see some of these are clearly my doing. Let me find where I have these hidden. Oh, here we go. Okay. Now, the ones I'm going to show you are unvarnished. So the varnish, as you know, evens out the shine, the gloss, and the texture, as well as the color. So actually, no, let me see if I can find finished varnished ones. Let me go into my private text messages. Again, these are stretched canvases ready for a proper frame. Look at that hook. Come on now. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. These are some works in progress. They're not finished. They're just getting started. So this is going to be a very fine art break. This is something that I have been pushing for quite a long time. Getting real oil painted stretched canvases in your hands. And this is an opportunity to get them at less than what Paul Maitland would normally charge you. He has been very kind and gracious.
I want more.
And
And I know I shouldn't.
there's only going to be 10, Pando, and yes, there is going to be a giveaway as well. He is painting a little. The giveaway is not going to be the. Listen, these are crazy oil painted high end pieces. The giveaway is going to be a nice little painted piece, but it is 10 in total, $249.99 each. Here's the thing. It's going to be done in a blind box style, but I have a feeling this one is going to be highly traded for. This is definitely one where I know the core group have their favorites in mind, and plenty of trades will be happening. But it is going to be a 10 blind box break. But these are, again, I can't stretch. I can't. There is, yes, there. Lord Brownie again. I had a hand in picking. That is why there's a Cassandra Peterson Elvira. That is why there is a Christopher Reeve Superman. That is why there is a Jeff Goldblum and a Dustin Hoffman Hook, as well as an Inigo Montoya. Of course, there is a Ripley from Aliens, because she is one of the most, pardon my French, badass female leads on the planet. So these were curated paintings. They are oil painted, they are varnished, they are on stretch canvas. This is going to be probably 2 to 3, well, probably 3 weeks away, because he's still working on them. Our Gen X is showing, right? But these are legitimate. I don't want to say it like that, because that has a negative implications to other things. This is an opportunity, is what I should say, to put a piece of art in a proper frame, hang it on your wall, and know that it's going to last a lifetime. These are going to be some fine art oil paintings, and again, I cannot stress enough, all of the credit goes to Paul for allowing us to do this. As you can see, I am a big proponent of oil painting and fine art. By the way, Lord Brownie, I got him down to $250 on that. Just saying. But that is going to be the range. We want to stay. I mean, these are ultra fine arts by Daniel Gonzalez. Daniel Gonzalez is going to be coming up to the show, or either he's going to join us via Twitch, or I'm going to have him physically in the studio. Because Daniel needs to talk to you directly. Daniel's paintings go for thousands and tens of thousands of dollars. A painting this size would be $1,000 if it was not on a comic book. And I had dinner and drinks with Daniel Saturday night, and we sat and talked for 2.5 hours. And Daniel says, I do this without ego. I do this because this is fun and different. The Western art world is cutthroat and mean and conniving. And he likes doing these because it's a change of pace. The community is the reason he does this. And I think if people heard his story and the level of fame he has, his paintings are, he has a painting that is in the Pentagon. He has paintings in some of the most prestigious Western galleries in the United States. And I believe we have undersold how big of an artist Daniel Gonzalez is. So I said, you need to come on the show and tell me the story you just told me. And I need to tell you that he and a friend managed to sneak one of his paintings into the Pentagon. And hilarity ensues. So I am going to have Daniel on, and probably within a week of having Daniel on, I suspect we will sell every single Daniel Gonzalez piece that we have. Because Daniel is a very important person in the fine art scene, especially Western art. And I have criminally undersold him as far as his legacy as a painter. So I invited him to come on and really let everybody know to the degree of excellence that he is. I mean, you look at his paintings, you know he's brilliant. And he's honestly one of the nicest human beings on the planet. Maybe too nice. But we're going to see Daniel very close. I want to get, and this has been my mantra from the get-go, those who have heard me talk about DCD Collects in addition to the comic books and the cards, my personal ambition is to get wonderful fine art stuff like that Katie is doing on stretched canvases, the stuff that Daniel's doing, the stuff that Kai was doing, the stuff that Paul Maitland is doing, and others. I like to push the artists to really put something out there that each of us can have in our home, and then 10 years from now the kids and grandkids can go, hey, that painting has been there for 20 years, tell me the story about it. Need the link to buy the Superman by Daniel behind you? I'll create one for you, Lord Brownie. Actually, hold on. Do you want it now or later? I mean, if you want it now, I'll just make a Lord Brownie link. You fine artist, hey Kate, aren't you a published cover artist now? Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll just select local pickup. And we'll do it. Let's see. New product. Add image. The image is going to be... What do I have? Just a random image laying on the computer. Here, we'll use some pennies. The name is Superman for Lord Brownie. All right, there it is, man. You can literally just go to DCD Collects, and it'll be the first thing that pops up. I will say, DC, it's been hard to not show the pictures I posted in our super secret Katie After Dark chat, and that sounds really bad now that I read it out loud. It does. I didn't even realize it until you pointed out that it sounded bad. Yes, I have my eyes on her art. Buddy, why do you do that? You sound like a crazy person, Woody.
Well, I'm trying to sound like the Woody Woodpecker.
I know, Jimmy Woodpecker, I was saying.
Daddy, I was actually in the Skyview Tower. So this is me, and this is the grass. I'm just chilling here with my friends. And then after the guy's bridge, I'm gonna be like, I love you kids, and I'm like, and after that, I'm gonna use this fall animation and then just fall down in the glass.
All right. Oh, God, Kate. Paul, we were just talking about you. All right, that is now yours. I gotta get the... There we go. Superman by Daniel Gonzalez. Oil painted. This is one I did not drop. And that is now in the Lord Brownie collection. Actually, Paul, I was just letting everybody know about the tremendous fine art project. I said it out loud. And I want to get this right. Did you say those were 9 by 12 stretched canvas? I did show a couple of private photos. In public. I did let it slip out in public. And you know what? Nobody left. As a matter of fact, we got 2 new viewers. 9 by 12 stretched canvas. Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I had mentioned. I forgot to mention, each with a certificate of authenticity. That's right. How big were they before they got stretched? About your size, Dangle. Money Mitch is like, I was impressed. That Captain Hook is pretty unbelievable. The hook is brilliant. All right. Here's what I do need to do. I do need to unfortunately leave though. It is 8:17 p.m. Pacific, which means it's 11:17 Eastern. And James and I do have therapy tomorrow.
Wait, we have therapy?
Yeah. You're gonna do yours on. I'll talk to you later about it, buddy. Just remind me to tell you.
Okay, let me have a shout.
I may have at a distance shown the whip Elvira. Yes. So I told them it was work in progress. But I wanted to give them an idea of some of the icons. So I know. Well, listen, I love Cassandra. Cassandra is one of my favorite people I've never met, which is crazy because she lives like 45 minutes from me. But I have loved Cassandra most of my life. I love her. Wait till they see the Cornwallis. Always got to get a Cornwallis joke in, don't you, Zaburos? Paul's like, I'm not even on my stream. All right, folks. I guess we should skedaddle. Jimmy?
Yeah?
Shoes.
Okay. Give me a sec.
Yes, sir. You just make sure I have all of these squared away before I close them out. All right, who's streaming?
Let me wait till the whole thing is done.
I could do that. I could do that.
We're dead. I love you kids.
Sumo's over with.
Oh no. We're dead.
You want the Daddy Jeff?
Okay. Go everyone! Run!
So, let's raid Elvira's movie macabre marathon. Now, as you can imagine, it's PG-13. It was late night TV, but it was on TV nonetheless. Oh, nice death. But in honor of Cassandra Peterson and the painting coming up, let's drop in there. Folks, thank you for sticking with me tonight. It was a bit of a long one, but that's okay. We talked a lot about Comic-Con. We talked about upcoming projects featuring Paul Maitland. We talked about having Daniel Gonzalez on the show. And most importantly, we saw original art by Daniel. We saw original art by Vic Moya. And we saw original art by Don Ho as well. I love you all. Take care. Be safe. And listen, when I say I love you all, I mean it's each and every one of you. Please come back tomorrow and we'll talk some more. I love you. Good night. And enjoy the movie Macabre.